Hello student, this is Shuprakash and today you will study here sixth poem of your book, that is Behave, and the name of the poem is No Men Are Foreign. So students, as the title is here, No Men Are Foreign, then you can easily understand that here the concept is given that no person is a foreigner, means no person belong to another country, because we all are from the same word, that is earth, and there should no there should be none other country than the earth. So we will study here poem, and then after I will explain you. So, have you ever thought of some people as strange or other countries as foreign? We have many ways of thinking of other people as different from us as them. They may belong to a different country or speak a different language. In this poem, however, the poet reminds us of the many ways in which we are all the same, for we are all human. So, students, most probably you have seen the people from different countries like American, African, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, and you are Indian. So, most of the people, the appearance, the way they wear clothes, their appearance are different. But what happens? They internally are like us as we are. We have eyes, ears, nose, hands, feet, everything, that these all are similar. Maybe a little bit color is different, a little bit height is different, and in some or another way we may be different in the appearance of the face as we differentiate other people. But what happens? We all are humans and we all are same, because we perform the actions alike. As we eat, they also eat. As we sleep, they also sleep. So they all are like us and they must not be a foreigner. So here we will study the poem. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. So here the poet wants to convey a message of universal brotherhood. So you can call it anti-war poem or peace poem. The poet says that no country is foreign for us, because we have divided the earth and we made the boundaries, but the God who has provided us each and everything, he hasn't differentiated us. Abundantly, he has given whatever he gave us everything. So no one should be a foreigner. And beneath all uniform is the symbol of the military uniform here, that people from different countries. So beneath the uniforms we all are same. Our body that breathes like they are also do they also do so. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. The earth which we share from each other, that in one part we live and in another part they live. So this is the whole earth and we share the same land masses. We walk on this land only, and we take birth here, and we will die here only. So there is no difference in our appearance and the way we live and the way we die. We all are same in these all manners. The two aware of sun and air and water are fed by peaceful harvest, by wars long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. So the God has provided us everything, the resources which we are enjoying, they also enjoy, like sun, air, water. Do they not enjoy? Yes, obviously they enjoy, and we also enjoy. Even if we are enslaved, then also we will enjoy these all things, because these are abundant, these are free for each and every person, because it is gifted by God. And before God, no one is tall or short, everyone is equal. No one is poor, no one is rich. Anyone, if I say, then we are the children of God. So he may not be biased anyhow. And moreover, whenever there is peace, that when there is no war and we live peacefully, then we enjoy our harvest, that we sow some seeds and get it harvested, and then after we eat that food grains. Then what happens whenever it is winter or war? Both are similar here, because war is being compared to winter, and whenever winter comes or war comes, we all starve. As we starve, they also starve, because there is also condition which are worst, and emergency conditions are there, and we also face the same condition. So starvation we also face, and they also face. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. We all perform the works, as farming, any factory work, anything, whatever we do, they do as we do. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. So here the poet tells us about the appearance, that we have eyes and they also have eyes, maybe smaller or bigger, some appearance may be different, but they also have eyes and we also have eyes. Like us, they also sleep or awake, and we also in the same way do the same. And the strength can be won by love. The natural attribute of a person, that is love. So we can be won by love, means if we love someone, then it means he has won us, or I have won the person. So through the love you can win anything, any person, whatever you want. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand, and the places which exist on the earth, the life is common. Like we take birth, then after what happens, we die after some time, after a lifespan, we die. So we are made from the components of the earth and components of the nature, and one day we will perish in that only. So the life is common, that we also have a soul and they also have a soul. The energy which we possess is common. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall repossess, betray, condemn. Remember, who take arms against each other. It is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrace the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. So he tells us that whenever we try to hate each other, or we take weapons against each other, then what happens? To whom we are killing? Ourselves. The people whom we are killing are not others, they are our brothers. We betray in this way to ourselves, because anyhow it is loss of human life. So you can say that you are also human and he is also human. So how humanity can be away from us? We must not be away from the humanity. And this is a natural attribute, that we all have humanity, because we all are human. So we must not be inhuman, we must not act inhuman. So taking arms against each other is a kind of is an act of inhumanity, and we should not do so. So in this way we are this is called a kind of betrayal for ourselves. So we must never ever do so. It is the human earth that we defile, and if we do so, then what happens? We are making our earth dirty. Because what happens whenever we take weapons against each other? Then we kill someone, and the rivers of blood flows on the earth. Whenever it is such devastation like world war, then what happens? You can see the rivers of blood, ocean of blood that flow on the earth, and it makes our earth dirty. Hell and heaven are none other concept, that is the our hells of fire and dust outrace the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. The place, that is the earth, which we are making dirty now by killing, by shedding blood, then what happens? We are making it dirty, and we should not do so. We should always remember that no one is a foreigner. The people whom we think that he belongs to another country, actually he is like us and he is also human, and we can call them our brothers. So now I will tell you some figure of speeches here, and first of all I will tell you about rhyming scheme. So this is a modern poem, and most of the modern poems are free verse. So the poem is free verse, there is no rhyming scheme. First of all, you will find that remember uh, in the first passage, first four lines, and in the third passage you can also you can again find remember, and in fourth, let us remember, then again remember we who take arms against each other, and in the last line remember. So it is called repetition. Here, the next, when a particular word is repeated many times in the poem, then it is called repetition. Remember has been repeated many times, 5 times here. And in the second line of first passage, it is given beneath all uniforms. Uniform is a symbol of soldiers. The soldiers are known by their uniforms, that they belong to which country. So metaphor is here in this, and a single body breath is like ours, here simile. And in the fourth line, which we all shall lie, here alliteration is there, and in this line, remember they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep and strength, then sleep and strength, s is repeated here, then it is called alliteration. And in this passage, second last passage, here remember we who take arms against each other, then here we who, alliteration is there, and in third last line you will find enjambment. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. It is called enjambment when the continuation of the sentence is there, and there is no punctuation is used, then it is called enjambment. In last passage also, here you can find in the second and third line, our hells of fire and dust outrace the innocence of air that is everywhere or our own. So here also enjambment, because the second and third line includes in the same sentence and without any kind of punctuation. So here enjambment. Students, this is all about your poem. Hopefully you will have understood about it, and you will understand the foreigners as your brothers, and your country people are but obvious your brothers. So never fight to each other.